The recording is now started. Today we're covering old exam papers and exam strategies.
Thank you, Henrik, and welcome everybody. I'm so glad that you've joined me for this Saturday lesson. We have a few more Saturdays left, and today we'll continue with exam strategy, right? So one of the strategies that I use is AI. And Henrik, which AI tool are you familiar with, Henrik?
Only really CHAT GPT, Mr. Governor.
Oh, okay, great. So I also am familiar with that. And I'm not sure if you heard of another one called Copilot, Microsoft Copilot.
I haven't actually, Mr. Governor. None of our computers actually run Microsoft, so it's a bit foreign to us.
Oh, okay. Then in that case, let me show you Copilot, right? I'm going to show you Copilot. This Copilot that I have out here that I used it, right? And so I'm going to see if Microsoft Copilot can answer a question like, let's say, for instance, array subscripts. What does, oh, it sounds like a question that I saw in a past year paper, Henrik. Let me see if there's a past year paper, something about arrays. What do they start at?
I do seem to recall that, Mr. Governor.
Yes. This was in January, February of 2022. So the question says, an array index always starts from. So I'm going to put it into Copilot, and I'm going to formulate that as a question. And let's see what answer comes up, right? So I've taken it exactly from February 2021, an array index in C++ always starts from, right? So let's formulate it as a question. What does an array index in C++ always start from? Now, you haven't done Copilot. Let's see what Copilot can answer that. And we'll also try it in CHAT GPT, all right? Hey, check this out. And in C++, an array index always starts from 0. Henrik, is that true or false?
It's true, Mr. Governor. Excuse me, though. I think you aren't sharing.
Oops, I'm not sharing. Oh, no, go ahead. Thank you for telling me. Ah, Henrik. Sorry. Let's do that again. Henrik, can you see that now, Henrik?
Yes, Mr. Governor, that's better.
So let's see, where did I get that from? There's the question out here. It says January, February 2022. The question was, an array index in C++ always starts from. So what I did was I simply copied that. I copied the question. Control C or copy, right click copy. I went to Copilot, right? So I'll do a lesson on Copilot if you like, Henrik, but it's not that difficult as compared to, it's a matter of Copilot here. All right, let's just open up Copilot again. I've got Microsoft Copilot running. Right, there we go. Copilot, there's the website, copilot.cloud.microsoft, right? I'm going to copy that. I'll put that in the chat. And Henrik, if you could try it on your PC, and let's see if you are able to access Copilot. Because the problem with CHAT GPT is after running it for a few times, it tells you to wait for an hour or so. And
That's peculiar, Mr. Governor, because it hasn't ever done that with me.
oh, well, because you haven't typed so many queries and questions. I go like 10, 15, and boom, bang, it tells me no. Or do you have the paid version?
I don't actually, Mr. Governor. I just use the online version.
Oh, okay. All right, with me, it does that. So what I do is I use Copilot then, right? So there's the site. Henrik, if you can try it out, copilot.cloud.microsoft, and see if you are able to access it. And I think you can use your UNISA credentials. So what
Okay, I'll look into it.
Yeah, look into that, right? So here we go. I'm going to Copilot, go to Copilot. And let's see if Copilot accesses it. And I'll also try this in CHAT GPT. So when I'm going to Copilot, it asks me to sign in. And I've signed in using my university credentials. Now I'm going to ask Copilot a question. Oops, it's taking too long. New chat, right? New chat. Right. So there's my chat. All I did, like, I paste, oh, not that one. I took the question from January, February 2022. I copied it and I made it into a question. Right. So that's what I did. Are you still with me? What does an array index in C++ always start from? And the answer there is it starts from 0, right? Yeah, there we go. It says an array index always starts from 0, right? Programming. Let's take another question. Which one should I answer there? A loop construct that is guaranteed to execute at least once is the what kind of loop? Now that's for 1 mark. Consider certain, right? Right. So we did this in Copilot. Let's do this in CHAT GPT. Henrik, you're familiar with CHAT GPT. So here we go. CHAT GPT. What does an array index in C++ always start from? Henrik, I got the same answer.
Yes, I see there, Mr. Governor.
Right.
So at least they agree with each other.
Yeah, and I also think that's the answer. Now I want to take a program. I want to take the switch statement. Or let's take this question here. What is the value of X after the following statements have been executed? We did this in code blocks. We didn't do this in Copilot or CHAT GPT. So let's try CHAT GPT. So I'm going to say act as a C++ programmer. What is the value of X after the following statements have been have been executed, right? Right, so we know that the answer should be y times z, which is 10 times 3, which is 30 minus 3 should be 27, right? And the answer is 27. Yay, Hendrik. You check it out.
Yes, Mr. Governor, I see.
So, Hendrik, you don't need me anymore, Hendrik.
Not quite, Mr. Governor. We'll still need you for a few years more.
Ah, you're too sweet. You're too sweet. Thank you. You got to be nice to me. Today is Teacher's Day. Now, let me do it in Copilot, right? Hendrik, would you like that?
Yeah, I suppose we can give that a go, Mr. Governor.
Copilot, right? So what is the value of X after the following statements have been executed? You could, if you like, mention it. What is the value of X after the following C++ statements? It's nice to, or give AI some background, act as a programmer, right? And let's see if it gives us the same answer. By the way, it even gives you an explanation as to what's going on, order of precedence and so forth. Is that the answer? Yes, the answer is 27. Check it out. Even give you a substitute the values, perform the multiplication, find the answer, and boom, Bob's your uncle. There we go, right? Now, I'm not advocating you use this in an exam. Please, it's recorded. It's just a tool to help you, because I know you are busy working with exam papers and all of you want the memo. And I do have a few memorandums, but not all. And it also makes my life a little easy with you. So let's take another question, Hendrik. What is the value of X after the following statement has been executed? Copy that question. And let's put that into Copilot. Right? Again, I like to say act as a C++ programmer. What is the value of the following? So we know that the answer should be, let's say X is equal, right, 19 modulus 5 is 4. Hendrik, Moses?
Yes, Mr. Governor.
Answer.
4. There we go.
There we go, there we go, there we go. Check that out, right? So you've got no excuses not to be able to answer these questions without me there, right? last week we did this with code. Was it last week or the week before we did it with code blocks? Right. So let's see. I'm gonna just try it. What is the value of the following? Right. What is the value of X out of the following statements has been executed? I'm gonna copy that. Again, I don't know the answer. Open up Copilot. And because we worked with C++ programming, it should be, in a way, clever enough to note that we want to work as a programmer in C++ programming language. What is the value of X after the following statements have been executed? Oh, there we go. It even says it's in C++. Is there anything else you'd like to explore in C++? Wow. Update X, add the result. And the answer there is 14.0. Now, just for fun, let's go and do it in code blocks, because I still have lots of time to work on. Right, so we're going with what's this? Jan 2022 Q1. Right, so Control V. Now, when you're copying it into code blocks, you got to comment some statements out. And because you want the output from the statement, you got to print out, right? C out X. Okay, so let's see if it gives me the answer. And build and run it. Yay, 14. Ooh, check this out. Code blocks gave me 14. Copilot gave me 14.0.
I see.
Yay, check it out. Check it out. Right? Let's see what CHAT GPT would have given me. Let's see what CHAT GPT. What is the value of X out of the following statements have been executed? Whoa, CHAT GPT also gave me an answer of 14.0. Aha! So if I was an examiner, I would probably have an answer like this, where if the students were allowed to use code blocks, what would be the value of X? So those people that chose 14.0 would have used CHAT GPT. Those people who had used code blocks would have given me a value of 14. Right, so let me tell you something else about using CHAT GPT and artificial intelligence. Not all the answers are absolutely correct, right? They even have a little disclaimer out there. Did you see that, Henrik?
Oh, yes, Mr. Governor, I've seen that.
CHAT GPT gives you, it says something like, it's not the right answer, do. But let's just have a look at the question paper. They had 14.0 or 14. Right, there we go. They used 14.0, so there was no 14 out there, so. All right.
Yes, Mr. Governor.
Right, so let's try this. We did this last week. We did this last week or the week before, I think it was. Given the array declaration, let's put this into code blocks. Sorry, let's put this into Copilot. Given the array declaration, what is stored in number subscript 2? It should be 0, right? There we go. There we go. It says it stores as 0, right? All the elements to 0, right? And there's the definition. Let's go to CHAT GPT and see if that's answer as well. Given the array declaration, what is stored in number subscript 2? It's 0. And it explicitly, yes. I really don't know how they're going to check this out in the exam, whether the person is using, or they're allowing CHAT GPT, how do they work because this is something that's going to turn. Right. Now let's take an example like the switch statement. I know I concentrated a lot on the switch statement. I even posted the other night with the Or let's take the study guide. Let's take the study guide. Let's take a study guide question, right? I want to show you that one as well, where you can get Chat GPT and code blocks to answer that question for us. Intro to programming. Let's look at the study guide there. By the way, please ask me a question. Anybody, somebody. Hello? Anybody?
I'm fine for now, Mr. Governor.
Okay, you think this will help you in your studying, Henrik?
I think so, Mr. Governor.
Yeah, it would help. I don't know how we managed without Chat GPT.
Well, we'll manage somehow.
Right, so I'm going to take a question from the study guide. Here's my study guide. All right, so there's my study guide. Let's take the question from here, and we're going to take the question on the from one of the lessons, right? They wanted about Twinkle Twinkle Little Star, and I'm going to see if ChatGPT can write a C++ program. I'm copying this. I don't know if you all tried this, Henrik.
Not that particular one, Mr. Governor.
Okay, which one? So I'm going to say act as a C++ programmer and write a program to display the following on screen. So, wow. Henrik, check that out.
Yes, Mr. Governor, that actually looks very nicely.
Yeah, right. So, I'm going to copy that into code blocks, just like that. And let's see if it runs. All right, so let's run the program. Wow, Henrik.
Yes, Mr. Governor.
But if you had done that, you may not understand anything that's going on in the program, right?
That's true, yeah.
Yeah. So let's just quickly, let's try, I teach Python, right? So I'm going to say, convert the following C++ program into Python, right? Programming. Python is a snake, so let's just make sure that it is so, right? And look at that, Henrik.
Yeah, it seems to do that pretty well, Mr. Governor.
Yeah, look at that. Oh my gosh. And I know this will run. Again, I'm not promoting and advocating that you do this, but this is just for your purposes of studying and to find an answer, right? Which one did you try from the study guide, Henrik? On ChatGPT code blocks.
I actually tried several, Mr. Governor, sort of in the process of going through the study guide and doing the work. If I needed a bit of help or something like that.
Okay, that's fine, right? But make sure that you understand what you're doing. Don't just copy and paste and without going through it and looking through at least run it on code blocks and understand each programming statement that's out there. Is that cool?
Okay.
All right, thank you. Especially with answers, the question on trace tables, tracing through a program. Right? What is the output of predict what the output of the program will be, right? Moses, you still with us, Moses? All right. Right. So there's a question. Predict what the output will be. Analyzes the program. Wow. Wow. If the user enters in 5, the answer is, oh my goodness. So maybe we should have specified what the user would enter in. What was it? Check the program. Do they have a test output? Yeah, they don't, but in the exam. So that's another strategy that would help you in the for static for C++, right? I'm not sure if you're going to use it. I've shown you Copilot and I've shown you CHAT GPT. Anybody wants to share any other AI tools that I could use to assist me with learning programming? Hello?
I'm afraid not from my side, Mr. Governor. Those are the only ones I know about.
Okay, okay. Who else is on the call here? Ketamitsi, yeah. Lupa, Molapo, Moses, Mulao, Swift. Hello, Swift. User. Talk to me. Anybody has any AI tools that could help us in our study?
Mr. Governor, from my
Mr.
side,
Governor.
Yes,
no.
Lupa. Is it Lupa? Hello, Lupa.
Hi, Mr. Governor. From my side, no. I only know of the ones that you normally teach us with.
CHAT GPT.
Yes.
And now you know about Microsoft Copilot.
Yes, I was trying it now while you were busy.
Oh, very good, very good. You learned it for the first time from me.
Yes.
Oh, I'm
Thank
happy, I'm
you.
happy. That means for Teachers' Day on a Saturday, the 5th of October, you learned something brand new from me. Yay.
Thank you.
Does it work?
Yes, it does.
Okay, okay. So now you can take some programming statements and put it in there. Thank you, Lupa. Swift, you were on and sorry, we just got Lupa in there before you. Ladies first, you know how it goes. Swift, on.
No worries, Mr. Governor. I haven't used AI before, so yeah, I'm still learning it. I'm old school.
Like me. Oops, you gave your age away. Okay, Swift, do you think you'd like to use it as a tool for studying?
Yeah, definitely. Seems quite easy to use. I will give it a go.
Please do. Chat GPT and Microsoft Copilot, right? I'll post it in the group in the chat. That's a play on word. Chat GPT and how you go and access it, right? Swift. All right, there's a login page for Chat GPT, but mine will go straight into it. Oops. Right, so Swift, please just experiment with it, right?
Yeah, I will. Thank you.
Yeah. Right. There's a poster in the chat for Swift. Right. So there's Copilot and there's Chat GPT. Anybody else wants to share? Malapo, would you use AI to assist you in your studying? Malapo, unmute. Moses. Okay, we know Lupa is gonna use that.
Hello, Mr.
Yes, Moses. Is that Moses?
Yes, it's Moses.
Moses, you think using AI as a tool to study programming and to answer some questions, you think that it'll help you in your study?
Yes, I think it will help me, but I think since it has errors as well, you can also combine it with code blocks to make sure.
That's a nice thing. Well, you made a very nice suggestion. Combine it with code blocks. Like we saw the question on float, code blocks give you an answer of 14 and AI gave you 14.0. So that's a good point, Moses. Thank you. And also, there's this concept in AI, they talk about AI hallucinating. So it gives you some weird responses if you don't narrow your search or your query to specifics. Okay, so thank you.
Yes.
Do you have any particular question that you'd like me to answer, or I could use CHAT GPT or Microsoft Copilot to answer? Or can I take a question from the past year papers that we've done? We've done about 4 past year papers in depth. You take it in depth questions. Let's try the one on structs. Let's see if it can. Let's see if C+. If last week we tried this, I know Henrik did this question. I never tried it on CHAT GPT. Let's see if it'll work. Henrik, you remember this question on structs, Henrik? We were talking about it.
Yes, I do, Mr. Governor.
So let's see. So I'm going to say struct. So I just copied that question. Write down the declaration for a struct for storing the information. So one kind of struct. Let's see. I didn't try this out, but let's see if it can give us item struct. Right? Let's see if it can answer this question. Oh my word, it did it. Henrik. Remember last week we asked
Yeah.
Henrik?
Yes, Mr. Governor, I see there.
Yeah, we did this last week. So let's put this into code blocks. Henrik, this is what it gave us. Okay, we don't need standard STD there because we use
No, that should be.
yeah. There we go. Henrik, this is exactly what you told me last week.
Oh, no, it actually pretends to be me quite well.
There's the answer. Swift, I think it's a nice idea for you to try CHAT GPT because look at this. Look at how it helped me here. Right? But don't quote me on the Swift. Don't quote me on it, right? Let me take another one, Henrik, that we did last week, right? We did last week. Was that one? We did the 2022. Let's see if they have a struct question on structs in 2022. Okay, they had a question here about what is the output of the following code? Calculate VAT. Oh, now this time. Right, let's take this question. This one has a function in it, right? Void function with reference parameters. Let's see if CHAT GPT can answer that. I'm actually looking for something that CHAT GPT can't answer. So what is the output of the following code?
Unfortunately, it seems that you have reached the limit, sir.
Oh, there we go. I did it deliberately. There we go. Thank you. Was that Moses? Was it you?
Yes, Mr.
Yeah, Henrik. You've reached your limit for using CHAT GPTs.
I see this thing, Mr. Governor. That's very peculiar.
You didn't get that.
No, I haven't had that problem. And to sometimes just to amuse myself, I get it to do these silly little tasks, and that keeps it busy for quite a while. And I've never had a problem like that.
I wonder why. Anyway, I've got my backup here. Let's go to Copilot. Let's see if Copilot can answer that. Right. What is the output of the following code? Let's see. The answer should be 15 Rand, right? The VAT. Yeah, there we go. 15. The output will be 15 Rands. Check it out. Right, so there's my Copilot out here. By the way, that Henrik, that's why I showed you Copilot, because CHAT GPT, after a number of, I don't know how many I did, but it stopped me from working. Let's just count the number that I had done for today. Today was, I've reached my limits. Where did I start from for today? Well, I started before you guys could, if I could join you at 12. So that was 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. I could only do 10 GPTs. Now I gotta wait till 4:49 p.m. Oh, I need to upgrade. Hendrik, you can do more than 10, Hendrik.
Yes, Mr. Governor, no problem.
Wow. Are you sure you don't have the paid version, the GPT-4?
I'm quite sure, Mr. Governor. No, it's just the online version.
Oh, okay. Maybe it's because of where you live. Where do you live that you can have this, man? Okay, don't tell us. Don't tell us. This is recorded. Okay. Don't. Or maybe you are special. I want to be special.
I doubt it.
Okay. So there we go. But doesn't matter. I've got my copilot in the background there. I got copilot that'll also help me, right? I hope copilot doesn't have. Oh, there's a nice question. What happens if I change the VAT rate in the calculation VAT? Can you explain more about passing parameters by reference? Ooh, I like that. Let's click on that. Can you explain more? Yes. What is passing my parameters? Reference parameters. Ah, there we go. There's some lovely explanations here. Okay. Right. So, hey, I think my job is at stake over here, Hendrik. AI can replace me.
Not that easy, Mr. Governor.
I hope not. Thank you. You're too kind. Right. So I'm not sure about the longer questions where they could answer, like a real hectic one. All right, it's 1:45. I'm not sure if there's any other questions, queries. If you need anything from me, you've got some past year papers. I've got more if you want, but the last 3 or 4 years are kind of the norm that they use. I'm not sure anybody requires anything else. I know Hendrik, I gave you quite a bit of papers. And
Yes, Mr. Governor.
giving you some papers there. Past year exam papers. Yeah, I've got the solutions as well. Not all, but I've got solutions to some of them. So now you know how to find the solutions as well. All right. Anybody has a specific question that I could answer for you? Hello? I'm going to try.
I'm all right, Mr. Governor.
Yeah, I'm going to try and get the recording. Lupa, do you have a question about the exam? Hi, Lupa.
So I think my question was like, I think what Moses asked, I just wanted to find out when we are writing, but I saw you send an email to the lecturer, so that was my only concern.
Oh, okay. Can you also send an email, please, ma'am, and ask her if we are allowed to use code blocks and whether the students can handwrite the answers and then take a photo of it or scan it and send it by PDF, right? So thank you, Lupa. And you learned something new today, Lupa. Copilots.
Yes, I did.
Okay,
Thank you.
cool. Thank you. Hendrik, you also learned something new. Please tell me, Copilot.
Yes, Mr. Governor. I'll have a look at Copilot at some stage and see how that goes.
Yes, please. Try it. There, Lupa told me it worked like a charm. Lupa, am I right, Lupa?
True, it does.
And she just did it for today. First time, right? Moses, also I want you to try Copilot, right?
Yes, Mr. Governor.
Yeah. And because just in case CHAT GPT, like you and I are not special like Hendrik. Hendrik got unlimited GPTs. We don't. Right? Swift, you have to try it as well, Swift. You have to try it. right?
I
It's a
will do so,
tool.
Mr. Governor.
It's a tool. It's a tool. Thank you. Yes. Okay. So today, all I wanted to show you was a tool, Copilot or CHAT GPT to answer C++ programming questions, right? You can do that. I did that with a simple program, lesson 1, Twinkle, Twinkle, Little Star. I did it with an exam paper from January, February 2022. And yeah, I'm actually worried about how assessments are going to take place in the future in programming, because not only can it work in C++, it can actually convert into another language, Python, that I'm teaching. All right, so if there's no other questions, can we call it a day, Hendrik, Moses, Lupa, Swift, Mula?
No problem,
I
Mr.
think so.
Okay, all right. So you have my on WhatsApp. If you have any issues, please feel free to contact me. Generally, just before the exams, Hendrik, I am so happy because I get so much of queries and questions, and the students like make me feel so needed. I get so much of attention. All right. Okay.
Yes, Mr. Governor.
All right. Let's stop the recording. Oh wait, let's take a class photo. Class photo. Class photo. I know, Hendrik, you run away. You don't take the class photo with us. Okay.
Oh, yeah, sometimes I skip them, Mr. Governor.
Oh, there's Swift. There's Swift. Yay. There we go, Swift. Right. Get ready, everybody. Come on. Class photo. Class photo. Yay. Okay, I got 4. I got Hendrik. Oh, look, Hendrik, we got to do another one there, Hendrik, because I chopped you out at the bottom there. Let me just change the resolution and desktop. Let's do class photo. All right, get ready, Hendrik. Lupa, a little bit lower, Lupa. Right, okay, a little bit higher, either which way, right? Right, Lupa. Oh, look, Lupa's got glasses. Okay. Lupa, give us a smile, Lupa. All right, and Hendrik, let's go for it. Yay! Thank you so much. I'm gonna post it in our group. All righty. Aha. Thank you so much. Let's stop the share.